Oh my god, he finally did it. It's finally here. The final 4 tournament replays. I never thought that Ryan would ever get these out, but he finally did commentary. Holy crap. So, we're going to start off with Bracket 2. Bracket 2 was the cutoff between the lower and the higher brackets. I think it was XP62 and below put you in this lower bracket. The top 4 competitors from Bracket 2, Donkey Kick, Big Easy, Sick Kid 47, and Fritzelli. I was not able to obtain the semifinal matchups, but just imagine the most intense, close, fantastic, technical attacks you've ever seen in your life, and that's basically what happened. I kind of rank it like these 4, and then below that, probably the top from Bracket 1, and then below that, the global #1 VP player. So just, to keep in mind of how good these attacks exactly were. So Big Easy and Sick moved on. Let's take a look at those attacks now. First up, we have Sick's attack on Big Easy. So I've done everything in my power to not pay attention to these replays, so I'm seeing them for the first time as you. First thing I like to note is that fantastic double artillery on 4 mines. That was definitely worth the 3 GBE he gained back from that. Said no one ever. So Big Easy has a shield and a damage amp, which was actually not a bad choice for this, considering that Grand Med is so popular, but stuff like Hookah and Warriors is used so much in the earlier rounds at least. So 6 bringing Grand Med, as is the meta from everybody ever who wins these tournaments. So we'll see how he does with these. Decent smoking. He might have a medic peak here, but it looks like he's alright. Smokes way to the back just to stay safe from those rockets. And those medics barely make it out before the Grens start firing. That was pretty lucky. So Big Easy has all 5 boom cannons way up in front of the HQ here. So now that he's made it to the back with no casualties, there's actually nothing that is going to hurt his Grens besides those rockets, which he's taking out now. So this was kind of a silly looking layout, but I'd like to note just how lucky he got with that cannon, because if it was anybody else, if it was me or somebody who used Grens a lot, they would have gotten in range that cannon and it would have turned, but it's Sick. So, and then he does it again, just casually doesn't shock the cannon and gets away with it. So it looks like he's going to wrap this up pretty easily with no casualties. GB that last rocket just to be safe, and nice easy finish for our hero. Throw some critter boxes that get annihilated by the Grens, but overall good attack from our friend. Now we have Big Easy's attack on Sick. Sick brought a grappler and a doom cannon. Interesting choice. No shield, no damage amp. Pretty decently set up against... Oh, he did not. No way. So, Big Easy here could afford 0 casualties on this attack because of 6 hit. And he brought Warriors and lost 2 or 3 on the beach. So, fantastic game. Good match. Well done, Sick. As far as the actual attack goes, I guess obviously the couple on the beach, but besides that, seems decent. Lost a few more to those boom cannons. And that level 1 sniper must have taken out probably 10 or 20 in the back there. He didn't shock that. Well done, Sick. Good work in this tournament. I guess it pays to be an XP 64 player in a bracket with everybody who's HQ 20. But good game. So once again, congratulations to the winner of the bottom bracket, Sick. Now moving on to the top bracket, we have Morgorth, Lost Texas, Oliver Queen, and Fub. These are all newcomers except for Fub, who made it to the semifinals last tournament. So we'll see how the top bracket does. The top bracket is basically XP 62 or 63 up, and it was ranging from people who were like 700 VP to like 1200, so the competition was actually insane, and it was a lot of fun. So let's go take a look at our semi-final matchups. First up, we have Morgorth hitting Oliver Queen. Oliver had another damage amp plus shield base. He had his shield over on the left, right near the HQ, which was pretty interesting, but I mean, he has boom cannons, all the mortars, and all the scary stuff right over there near it. So we'll see how it goes. Morgorth smoking to the right opposite the boom cannon. That's a pretty interesting choice. He only brought 2 boats of medics, which is also an interesting choice. I think he can pull it off since he basically needs to GBE these rockets anyway, since they're damage boosted. Whereas if they weren't, you could basically tank them or like sniper hits or stuff like that with 3 medic boats. So Morgorth smoking all the way to the back, throwing that last smoke might have been unnecessary, but decent walk, and he'll get to work on those rockets. So he's avoided the 3 boom cannons up front. It looks like he can avoid the one left of the HQ and only has to deal with the one. Let's check out the range. Oh, he's not shocked. Oh, one got a shot off. It got 1 shot off, and then he'll take it out. So there's 1 troop down. We'll see how he does with these sniper towers. Individually, they usually don't pose a huge threat. I don't know if Morgorth has troop health or not. Looks like he does based on how much damage is coming. But if he doesn't address them, and they keep shooting like this, then they could easily take out... Yeah, there's a shock. Okay. And barely avoids that mortar shot, reflaring up along the left. Let's see if he gets in range of this cannon or boom cannon at any point. Looks like he can tank that 1 rocket with just the troops he has. So we'll see how it goes as he gets in close here, see if he loses any more shocks. A little bit early, I think, since only that shock launcher is firing at him. Clears the boom cannon and the cannon nicely, so he shouldn't have any more casualties unless he screws something up. I think he's looking to take out the shield, which is kind of interesting. I think you can... Oh no, did that mortar hit him? Oh, there goes some more from that mortar. It's firing again. Oh, yep, lost 1 more there. Dang, that was unfortunate. So lost another 2 or 3 grenadiers from that mortar. And is that 1 grenadier gonna die too? No, he looks fine now. Yep, now the mortar's gone, the rocket's gone, and the rest of the base is basically his. But a couple of casualties along the way. So, decent attack from Morgorth, did well. Smoking at the beginning, avoiding everything, and just unleashes all his GBE at the end. Let's see how Oliver does. Next up, we have Oliver attacking Morgorth. Morgorth has a kind of center back layout with a grappler and a shield. So he deploys his Grens right away, which is a good idea because Grens take a year and a half to do anything. So deploying them and then spending your GBE will let you get the ball rolling right out of the gates. And he spends his GBE on the grappler and right 2 boom cannons. That'll give him time to work up the right side. I like the medkit on this mortar. Let's see if he can avoid that boom mine. Yep, pulls it off well there. So when he gets out here, throws a shock on the shock launcher. And he's going to be able to just tank that rocket because that's the only thing firing at him. Goes ahead and spends some GBE on that next boom cannon, and that looks like that's all the defenses that are going to be relevant unless he loses one. Oh man! That grenadier was so close to dying. Holy cow, I'm amazed he pulled that off. So really there's not much left to this base now. He has to deal with the 2 rockets. I think he can just throw past the HQ and hit the boom cannon. He might shock it or take it out anyway, just for the sake of it. But yeah, it looks like there's nothing left on his base, and Oliver's going to get out of here with 0 casualties. You can see him throw a couple artilleries. Yeah, he's completely out of range of that. So the only thing is, if he were to like run out of time or something, but looks like he's going to flare over to the shield just to be safe. I like the double flare there to position his troops. Alright, easy takedown there. Looks like Oliver's going to be moving on to the finals as soon as his Grenadiers get around to finishing the base. I like this. Throws his critters on the near side because Grenadiers never underthrow, they only overthrow. So the critters actually can do a little bit of work on the HQ when they're thrown on the same side as the building, as the Grenadiers, relative to the building they're attacking. Moving over to the other side of the bracket, we have Texas attacking Fub. Fub has a grappler and shield, kind of similar base to the ones we've seen before with the shield over on the left. I'm always interested with these boom cannon placements because most people are very aware that they're trying to fight Grens, and it's just interesting to see how they do this. I might have preferred him deploying just 1 or 2 boats of Grens to take out that cannon without having to shock it. I don't know if he could have pulled it off though with 2 rockets firing at him, so it might have worked out better this way. As he approaches, he's going to have to reshock that boom cannon and shock launcher, or just the cannon. So it looks like he's going up the right here, and he's probably going to avoid the shield altogether unless he flares down on the beach again. But it looks like he's going up the right wall, so this will be interesting to see how he does on time. That shock launcher isn't doing any damage, but it is really taking freaking forever for things to get done. He is probably going to take out that shock launcher before the cannon, or take them out all at once. That's super convenient. Stays out of range of that boom cannon. Didn't really need that smoke, but he couldn't tell, so I don't blame him at all for throwing it. Taking out the boom cannon now. So I still think he's going for the ignore the shield plan. Interesting to see. He's just going to go straight at the middle. Okay, that works. So no casualties so far, and it looks like he's going to stay that way. That boom cannon's very much out of range. Looks like the mortar's out of range too. He's going to let a couple of those Grens fire at the storage buildings, and he's going to have to reflare to keep his Gren out of range of that sniper, which he does. Good job. And that is all she wrote. He theoretically could flare closer. Oh, very nice. So flaring closer makes it so the Grens overthrow less frequently, so they're slightly more accurate and can hit the target a little bit more quickly. So well done by Texas, 0 casualties on his hit. Let's take a look at Fub. So Fub attacking Texas here has to get away with 0 casualties. Texas using the classic Ryan Intel farm the whole way through the tournament. I love it. At the beginning he used the, I believe, a grappler and a damage amp, which this base is designed to work with. Switched to double grappler for the finals. I don't know if he used them in the like on the way up, but double grappler is a huge shout out that he's going to have to beat Grenadiers, and he intends to do so. So Fub here. Oh no, the medics peaked. Oh man, there go a couple of medics. I'm impressed that he didn't lose more from that grappler. If the grappler hadn't killed the medic so quickly, the rest of his medics would have chased it, and that would have just been all kinds of hilarious. So Fub takes out 1 grappler, smokes to the back, and starts working on the second. All the boom cannons are still in play. Only, I think, 1 or 2 are going to be relevant. Goes ahead and throws a shock on them when he's still a little bit out of range, but too close to call. Throws a second shock. Still, yeah, he needed it for the cannon at least. Let's see if this mortar gets in range and does any work. Oh no. Oh, we got the boom cannon in time. There we go. So since none of these rockets are damage amped, they aren't really doing much to these Grens, and he's able to put in a decent amount of work. He flares them closer so that the medics can heal them, I think, or they can just target the what's it called, headquarters. But the shock launcher's putting in slightly more work this way. Looks like he's able to take it down with no grenadiers lost, but the medics peeking right at the beginning are all that it took for Texas to move on. Well done, Fub. Good work on this fairly challenging layout, and good work finding the mines at the beginning and everything. But those two medics, oh man, that'll cost you every time. Alright, so we have Lost Texas and Oliver Queen in the finals of our Bracket 1 of our PvP tournament. I recorded the third place match between Fub and Morgworth, but it's 1 in the morning and I'm exhausted, and both of their attacks were super embarrassing, so I'm going to skip straight to the finals. So let's take a look at how Texas and Ollie did. First we'll take a look at Texas's attack on Oliver. Oliver used the same damage amp shield base with the shield on the left, pretty close to the HQ. This is actually pretty similar to his normal layout, if I'm not mistaken. Kinda going off of the like whiskey whatever kind of thing that people used to use a while ago, and they probably still do, but I don't really pay attention much. So he deploys his troops on the left, goes ahead and shocks the boom cannon right out of the gates. He has one rocket still remaining. I like this flare. This is actually the first time I've ever seen somebody flare to that exact spot on a beach. That little like pocket where you can put nothing. Nothing useful, at least. It's pretty funny. So he's safe from pretty much everything except for that shock launcher. But since he's taking out the shield manually, he doesn't really need to worry about time that much. Once he takes it out, he can flare up. Let's see if he gets in range of this cannon at all. Throws a preemptive critter box on the cannon to distract it just in case, but he does stay out of range of that cannon. A couple grenadiers begin to fire, and ooh, they're still out of range. I love that artillery just to finish the job. That was too late when his troops weren't even in range to begin with. Oh man. The thing is, we can look exactly where all the ranges were, or where the ranges were, and he can't, so all this stuff is stuff that I do myself, but I'm still gonna laugh at him for doing. He stays just out of range of that boom cannon, throws a smoke to take out, or to protect his troops from the sniper, and then he takes it out with an artillery. Looks like he's going to be able to finish this with no casualties. Alright, pressure's on, Oliver. Let's see what you got. And finally, to wrap things up, we have good old Oliver attacking Texas's double grappler base. So, this is kind of interesting. You saw Fub originally go to the back right, and it looks like Oliver's planning to go to the back left. So this will be pretty interesting. Oh, I like this. So remember I was talking before about the one boat to try to take out the cannons without having to spend any GVE? Looks like he's trying this, and I don't think it's really working. He might just bail and go for more troops. Yep, bails and goes for more troops there. But if he takes out the sniper and the the vault there, he doesn't really need to, he doesn't need to address the other buildings, so, oh no, he didn't smoke his medics. His medics got stuck doing things that only medics talk about and never discuss with anybody else ever because it's so Wildly inappropriate. Let's see if they can catch up. Oh no, they peaked again. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh, a panic smoke. Oh, this is... Oh my goodness. The panic smoke, and they're so spread out, and they're gonna run back into the gap again. Oh, man. Oh, the shock on the shock launcher. Oh boy. What was... I think it took 2 or 3 panic smokes, and I think he still lost 1 or 2. So now he's gonna start working... Oh my god. He's gonna start working on the grappler now. So he's taken out the boom cannon already, and the 1 grappler. Let's see if he gets in range of this cannon, or not. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, there goes 1 grenadier. If he hadn't lost already, then he's definitely lost now, because he just took some casualties. He hasn't taken... Oh no, he hasn't taken out this Does he not have the GBE to take out this grappler? Oh jeez, and the medics are... Oh man. Poor Oliver. Holy crap. He doesn't have the GBE for the grappler. Oh no. That took out so many troops. Oh man. I think he would have had the GBE if he hadn't had to throw those 2 to 3 panic smokes at the beginning. Oh, and now he's stabilized and able to take down the base. But man, those medics at the beginning, just everything went wrong from then on. Well fought. Good finish, Oliver. But holy crap, that was hilarious. Alright, well, congratulations to the winner of our tournament, Lost Texas. You definitely put in the time and effort to make this happen. So congrats, enjoy it. I'll see you guys next tournament with an account that actually has a chance of winning. Until then, my name's Ryan. I'll see you next time.